All right, so Ryan Nolan here with Road Dirt. After round 2 of Road America with the MotoAmerica series, I'm here with our super sport rider, Ben. So, Ben, why don't you give me kind of a recap of the past 3 days?
Yeah, I mean, overall, round 2 here at Road America, coming back for the second time. It's the first time that we've done that in the series, so it's kind of unique to come back to the track that we just rode at. But overall, it was a pretty solid weekend. Got the bike a little bit more dialed in. Just that comes with more track time.
Yep.
But qualified on the second row in 5th place, which I was really happy about. Got into the 20s in qualifying, so I was pretty happy about that. Bike felt great. First race, had a real good battle with Nate Minster the whole time. We lost the front group a little bit. Just I still need to. I've been working on my starts, but still didn't get off the line as good as I would have liked. But yeah, overall it was a great race. Was able to hold on to 5th place, barely at the line. And then today during race 2, we made a setup change this morning for warm up, and it didn't exactly work out in warm up. But we figured track conditions might not be optimal for at that time, so we stuck with it for the race today. And unfortunately, was in the wrong direction. I really struggled with rear grip during the race today. And early on in the race, we were there with the front group. I made a little mistake going into Canada corner, ran wide, so that kind of broke us up a little bit, which that was my fault. But then from like lap 4 or 5 on, I was really hurting for rear grip, like I said. And at the end of the race, today's race tire, rear tire compared to yesterday's rear tire, there's definitely a significant difference in how it looks. So I think that if you never try it, you're not going to know if it's better or worse. So we gave it a shot, and it's learning for the future. We know that that's not the direction that we need to go, so we'll go back to the drawing board and start from there.
Cool. Well, I mean, at least you guys got some good data.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, you were consistent with your finishes of the last 2 rounds, so that was good. So, yeah. I mean, overall, can't complain about that.
Yeah, no, I mean, overall, like you said, we're, consistently inside that top 5. I mean, in qualifying, like I said, we were only, a 10th off of 3rd place on the front row. So, we've got the speed, no doubt, we're right there. And we had a clean weekend, no fall downs. Consistently, well, I mean, we took a step backwards today, but, for most part, we consistently made progress. And it's nice knowing that I have the speed, I had the capability to do it and run with that front group. It's just, that last little bit that I need to, personally as me as a rider, and maybe not, trying to make a move so early on in the race, just sticking on with that front group and hanging in that draft. And, that along with some setup changes, I think that, a little bit of improvements here and there, and we'll be fighting for the podium. So that's the goal.
Cool. Yeah, I think you guys will be there. I mean, like you said, you guys are not far off.
Yeah.
You're right there with it.
We're right there. And I think that especially when we start getting to maybe some of the tighter tracks, Atlanta's fairly tight, that first section of it. It's got that long back straightaway, but I think some of the tighter tracks, it'll be, it might be a little bit closer overall. So, I think that we can be right there. We just got to keep making steps in the right direction.
Cool. Well, we're looking forward to keep watching you progress and keep moving from there.
Yeah.
So, now before we stop, I'm just going to throw a few rapid fire questions at you just because we want to get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
So we're going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Sounds good.
Who would be your racing idol? Who's someone that you really like as a pro racer? Whether it be a GP, World Superbike, whatever.
I mean, there's so many guys, but I've always liked Casey Stoner, and obviously I like Ben Spies, just because he was the last. I mean, we've got Joe Roberts coming up now, which he's doing great, but Ben Spies was kind of the last guy to really make his mark as an American. So I'd say probably Spies, but also, like I said, Stoner. I was a little bit younger watching him ride, but I just remember loving it. He was so smooth, and it was pretty cool to watch him. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right, now I know you've gone through a lot of tracks in the U.S.
Yep.
Are there any that we don't race at that you would like to see on the calendar?
Honestly, not. Most of the tracks that I've ridden throughout the U.S. have been on the calendar. If I had to say maybe a couple, there's one in West Virginia called Summit Point. It's definitely a small, it couldn't hold a MotoAmerica capacity, but it's a cool little track, and it just got repaved, and I love that place. I've been racing there since I started on the big bike. So if I had to say a track, I would say that place, but I mean logistically it wouldn't work out.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I like that. Now if you had to pick a track like overseas? I know probably all of them.
Yeah,
But
I
if
mean-
you had to think of one that, like, if someone said, all right, hey, you got one track to go try out, could you pick one or no?
There's so many. I mean, I've ridden Jerez, and that was really, yeah. We were at Jerez for the World Finals.
Oh, that's right.
Back in 2017, and that was awesome. Riding with World Superbike, and the tracks there. I mean, not like the tracks here aren't nice, but the tracks there are like the curbing, the paint, everything is just immaculate. But I mean, other than that. The first one that pops into my head really is Mugello, just because it's Mugello, and the atmosphere that comes with it is pretty amazing. It seems like, and the track itself seems like it would be a blast to ride. So probably Mugello. I mean, if I had a choice, I would love to ride that track.
Okay.
So
all right. So last question, because I know a lot of riders actually don't. So I'm curious. Do you street ride at all?
I don't, and I actually, I'm 20, and like my dad, the deal that we have is that if I'm racing, like I'm not allowed to have a street bike right now, at least while I'm living under his roof, because the street's so, like, you never know what's going to happen.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't even really have that big of a desire to get on the street, just because I can come here and actually do what these bikes are capable of. So I don't have a huge desire to get on the street. Maybe when I'm in my 40s, 50s, I'll be like, let me get a Harley to cruise around on or something like that. But as of now, I'm not even that interested in it. So
yeah, I can't picture you with a leather vest and the long hair and the chain wallet
I don't
cruising
think
yet.
that would fit in well with the Harley crowd anyway. So that probably wouldn't be a good fit.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. Well, I appreciate your time as always, and we'll look forward to, like I said, keep watching you progress, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate it.
All right, awesome.